Hi, I'm Tommy Parker with MMAtalk.tv, and welcome to another episode of Knowing. This time, we're not talking to an MMA fighter, we're actually talking to a boxer. We wanted to get his perspective on things, what he thinks of UK MMA. He's a very good boxer and a good friend of mine. His name's Aarron Morgan, and he fights for Islington Boxing Club, where I actually teach my Thai boxing classes, so quite a familiar face, and come down here to interview him today, see what he's got to say for himself. So how long have you been boxing, Aarron, and what's your record like?
I think I've been boxing about 8 years now. I think I've had close to about 50 bouts now, and I've won close to about 40.
So what got you into boxing training then? What initially started it all off?
Initially, I purely started boxing just for aesthetic reasons. I just wanted to get in shape. I was a bit of a fat kid. And watching a lot of Mike Tyson. Everyone was fascinated by Mike Tyson, and I was going to the gym. I was lifting weights, never really seeing any visible progress. And then, you know what's like? I'm watching Mike Tyson. I'm thinking, wow, Mike Tyson's got this amazing physique just from boxing. If it's from boxing, then definitely I've got to give it a try. So that was the reason mainly.
How would you say that boxing has developed you outside of the sport, in everyday life? How has it developed you as a character, a person, a worker, a member of society?
Boxing's helped develop me tremendously in my outside life. Not typically in the cliche way of I would end up dead or in jail if I wasn't boxing, but in terms of it's given me great self-esteem and confidence and discipline and determination, and them kind of things I've taken from boxing and applied them in the rest of my life and used that to progress. Since I started boxing, I gained a real passion for health and fitness, and I became a fully qualified personal trainer. And just the dedication and the discipline to study and revise, I probably got that from boxing. So yeah, boxing's helped me tremendously. I'm confident in the person that I am today, and I've got boxing to thank for that.
Now, I know that recently you've taken an interest in the nutrition and training side of MMA, even as a boxer. You've been studying it hard. So why is that, and what has it done for you?
Yeah. I've been looking into a lot of MMA nutritional information and training protocols and stuff like that. Because I'll be honest, I think to some degree boxing's still quite ancient in the terms of a lot of the trainers like to stick to old school routines and old school stuff that's been around for a long time, whereas MMA seems to be a sport that's developing and using scientific protocols and moving forward with the times, basically. So if I could take anything from MMA that can apply to my own training, which is going to help me become a better, not only just a better boxer, but a better athlete and overall fitter, stronger, healthier, then I've got to do that.
So what keeps you so loyal to boxing then? How come it's just pure boxing all the way?
I'm 100% loyal to boxing. I'm a boxing guy through and through. I love the sport. I'm a student of the sport. I watch boxing, I talk boxing, just anything to do with boxing I'm interested in.
And who is your training mostly with?
My coach is a guy called Bevis Allen. Great coach, young coach, so very open to new techniques, new training formats, new protocols. He's a kind of guy, if we see something on TV or if we see something at another show, rather than dismiss it, he's the kind of guy, we'll go and try it ourselves and we'll see if it works, and then we'll take it from there. So a big part of my success I owe to Bevis, and hopefully my future success as well.
Now, I understand you've recently started your own blog. You've got quite a fan base anyway on Facebook and whatnot. So what kind of stuff can people find on your blog, and where can they find it as well? How's it going?
The blog I purely started just because I thought to myself, you know what, I talk about boxing all day, I read about boxing all day, I'm discussing it all day with people, so I might as well write about it. So I've done English A-levels, so I always enjoyed writing when I've done it, so I decided to write about boxing. It's something I enjoy. I recently created a website called marksmanboxing.co.uk. So if you go to that, you'll see the link for my blog, and my blog will be on there.
Now, I know that obviously it's every boxer's dream to go pro and become a world champion. Is that obviously, I'm guessing that's your dream, but where would you realistically what would you like to accomplish with this? Or are you happy and just becoming a trainer? Or would you like to just give back to the young ones?
I mean, most people will probably agree with me that once you're in boxing and you fall in love with the sport, then you're in the sport for life. Whether that's in what capacity, I don't know yet. At the moment, I'm still active, and I've got a lot of dreams and a lot of aspirations which I hope to achieve from a sporting point. But then after that, I'll still be involved in the sport in whatever capacity. So whether that's as a trainer, or as a manager or promoter, or purely just going down the gym just to give the kids some advice, who knows? But I'll definitely be involved in the sport.
So how do you feel about boxing and reforming the youth, especially troubled youth? There is some debate on whether it's really practical and effective for troubled youth, because it tends to be associated with quite a lot of aggression and sort of guys trying to be big and knock people out and stuff. Is that realistic? Is that anywhere near the truth? Is it effective? Does it work?
I've seen it help people firsthand. I mean, throughout history, boxing has been proven to help not only troubled youths, but other people from more difficult backgrounds overcome adversity and turn their lives around. And that's been going on since the beginning of time, and that's always going to go on. What I could say for people that think that boxing might cause people to be more aggressive or have more of an ego or a chip on their shoulder, I'll be honest, I think it's the exact opposite. Once you come in the gym, you leave the ego at the door. You learn to leave the ego at the door, and what you'll find with most boxers, I mean, speaking for myself, I'm confident. I'm confident in the person I am. I don't feel the need to go out on the street or go to pubs and prove myself to be any more macho than anyone else. I'm content in my capabilities. So
tell us a little bit about what Mr. Morgan does outside of training and fighting.
Outside of training, I mean, I train so much that there's not much left outside of training. There's not much time. But my favourite things, I enjoy going out to eat. Love going out to eat. Former fat boy, so I'll always love going out to eat, and I love going to the cinema. So I go to the cinema quite a lot. I mean, I go to cinema so much that I really should grab one of them unlimited passes. So, View, Cineworld, anyone watching this, you want to sponsor me, I'm here.
Okay. So what is your training regime like? I mean, how many hours do you put in? What does it involve every day?
Training, I train quite a bit. I train 6 days a week, normally 2 to 3 sessions a day. So that starts from in the morning. I'll do my road work in the morning, so I'll get up early, go for a run, do my sprints. After that, I'll do a session like midday, mid-afternoon. That'll be various activities. So it might be strength and conditioning work, it might be some weightlifting, it might be just some technique work, and then I'll come in the evening and I'll train with the rest of the squad in the evening, which will involve my sparring, my bag drills, and all stuff like that. So it's pretty full on intense, but to be honest, I enjoy it, and I wouldn't want to do anything else. To be honest, all I want to do is be a boxer.
So would you ever consider training MMA and maybe getting in the cage? Does it tickle your fancy at all? Have you seen much UK MMA? And what do you think of it?
I mean, I'm not too familiar with UK MMA, to be honest, and I can't really see myself doing MMA. But who knows? You can never say never in life. But I mean, I'm loyal to boxing, and I love the sport of boxing. So.
And what advice would you give to someone who's looking to get into boxing?
My advice to anyone that's starting boxing or very early in the game would be to listen to your coaches. That'll be the number one advice. I mean, you're going to watch YouTube, you're going to watch boxing videos, and you're going to have an idea in your head of how you think you're going to box or how you may box. But listen to your coaches, and they'll help you develop into the boxer that you can be with your own abilities, because everyone's different. So that would be my number one advice: listen to your coaches.
Finally, have you got any words for your loved ones, your fans, potential opponents, trainers? Any shout-outs? Famous last words.
Yeah, famous last words. I mean, first, I would like to say thanks to everyone that comes and supports me in all my bouts. I mean, I've got some great support that comes to all my fights, and I love them, and I appreciate all that. They've been there since the beginning, from the journey. Also, I want to thank my coaches. In particular, I want to thank Bev for all the time he puts into me and turning up. I mean, this is all unpaid. These guys, a lot of people don't realise, but all the amateur coaches, they're there 5, sometimes 6 days a week. They're there late nights at the shows. Sometimes I don't box till 11, 12 at night. We don't get home till 2, 3 in the morning. And I mean, the coaches are there with me. And I mean, they've still got to work jobs, and they don't get a penny for it. So it's all for the love of the sport. So I really appreciate all the help from the coaches.
All right, mate. Well, thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow, because I come here every day to train anyway.
Yeah, cheers, man. I really enjoyed it. Thanks a lot.